Good evening. Wow, it's a full house. I'm so excited. Thank you for your patience. I know we're running just a little bit late. It's a little warm in here, so I tried to turn down the air, but I think we just got a lot of bodies in here. So it makes me so happy to see everyone out there. So welcome to a very special Arts from the Heart concert. I'm Julie Goodman, Director of Development. For those of you who did not know who I was, we appreciate you coming this evening, and we hope you have a wonderful experience. Tonight is special for two reasons. First and foremost, thank you, Dean and Erica, for being here. And secondly, we are debuting our new hybrid piano. Yay, round of applause for the hybrid piano. So this piano is now living in the lobby, but it can be moved around the building and campus to extend our musical offerings. We can even take this piano outside for a concert, as it is not affected by climate and never needs tuning. Isn't that amazing? Yay! For those of you who play piano or want to play piano or have a friend or family member visiting who plays, please feel free to sit down at this piano in the lobby anytime and play. And I want that to be a gift to everyone. So if you have someone a son who plays or a daughter who plays, and you guys want to spend some time out here, if you are a resident who plays, we want to have that music on all the time. It also will play itself. It's like a player piano. So you could sit and pretend and really impress all your friends. So the piano was purchased through the Arts from the Heart Music Fund, so thank you to everyone who has donated to that program. Those donors are recognized on the back of your program. Thank you to every person who has donated and who will think about making a donation in the future. If you are interested, I am the Director of Development, so I do have to make this plug. If you are interested in supporting the program, programs like this, there are brochures on your way out that you can pick up, or you can just call me directly in the corporate office. So our artists tonight, we're so excited to have them here, of course. Dean Vance and Erica Sipes have bios in the program, more extensive bios. I'm not going to read through that. These ladies are very accomplished musicians with years of education, professional training, and experience. What I love about both of them is, although they have trained and worked and performed all over the country, they live here in Roanoke, and we get to have them here in our own backyard. They enhance our community arts by generously performing in venues all around the valley. Little story, last weekend, or 4th of July, out in the hot sun, my daughter performs around as a high school student, and I'm sitting there, and who do I see? Erica Sipes. Yes, so she was a part of the festival. You see both of these people everywhere performing, and we love that. Dean and Erica met 6 years ago while performing an 8-hands piano. Is it 6 years? Something like that. So 8 hands. We've got 4 hands tonight, so 8 hands, and they've performed many times together. In fact, they just performed this concert recently at Raleigh Court Presbyterian. So without further ado, please welcome Dean Vance and Erica Sipes with Music for Two Pianos.
All right, I'm your MC for this little show. So wonderful to be here. We're just tickled to see so many people. So this is fantastic. That first piece is an arrangement of a very old piece. At the beginning, you might have been squirming in your seat a little bit. There was a lot of dissonance and it might have sounded weird. But that's partly what I think is so brilliant about this arrangement. Because it's the words to this particular song, it's from a cantata written in the 1700s. The words are, "The glittering sun begins to rise on yonder hills and paints the skies." And I think this arrangement so beautifully reflects that, because sometimes when you get up, it's dark and then the sun comes out and it's just so brilliant how it just opens up the skies. So a beautiful piece. The next piece is by Johann Sebastian Bach, and most of us know that name. This is an arrangement of an organ sonata. I definitely can't play the organ. Dean can, of course, but my feet don't function that way. So we decided we would get the best of both worlds by doing this arrangement. There are 3 movements, and we would just ask, if you really love it and want to applaud in between movements, go right ahead. But if you want, you can just wait till the very end, too. So enjoy this piece. We love this one. I love the energy of Bach. There's nothing like that. And what I also love about that is that Bach's music is full of conversation, and it lends itself so well for this type of situation where, I don't know if you noticed, but it's like having a little conversation with one another, and it's fun to look over at Dean, and it's sort of like, I don't know, it's just hard to explain the whole sensation, but it's fun. The next piece on the program is by a composer that not a lot of people have heard of. His name is Ronaldo Hahn, and he was born in Venezuela, but very early on in his life, his parents moved him to Paris. So that's where he grew up. So this is a very French piece, and it's just gorgeous. It's new to us completely, so we really love it. So enjoy it. love that. The next piece on the program is something that you may recognize. This is by Gluck, and it's from his opera, and I can never pronounce it. Orpheus and... Thank you. I always say it wrong. And this is an arrangement of a piece from that opera, and it's from the spot where Orpheus is traveling down to the underworld to go and retrieve his wife. So this is the music that is being played as he's making that journey. And it's just one of the most gorgeous melodies I think ever written, which is why you probably will have heard it. It's played at weddings and you name it. So at least I've played it at lots of weddings. So here we go. So we've played this a couple times now together, and I always like to say this because it's true, and this piece reveals it. It's not every day that you find another musician with whom you don't even have to use words or really rehearse a lot in order to play well together. And I am so grateful that years ago, Dean and I were brought together. It was kind of like a blind date, really. We were set up. But it's one of those blind dates that worked out really well. So there's just something, we don't even have to watch each other. We can just listen and respond, and that's magical. So hopefully you can sense that. So it's nice when you get along. Sometimes musicians don't get along. The next piece on the program is by a French female composer. I have a group that I play with. We've played here, the Alma Ensemble, and we explore music written by women. So that's how I got to know Jermaine Tayefer. She is so inspiring to me. She lived a very long life. She lived, I think, into her late 80s. And she composed throughout that whole time. The other thing I love about her is that her dad really didn't want her to be a musician. Like, really didn't. So much so that he refused to pay for her lessons. So she changed her last name to spite him. And then she went ahead and did it anyway and wrote reams and reams and reams of music. I think she even won a prize at one point, and guess what her dad did? He took all the credit. Anyway, this next set of pieces, there are 2 pieces about outdoor activities. The first one, I'm not quite sure really what it translates into. I have all sorts of people that have volunteered things. Tug of war is one, but it's really too graceful to be very tug-of-war-y. So you can let us know what you think it is. The second piece is definitely about hide and seek. Lots of fun. Hold on to your hats for that one. You're going to hear bugle calls, kids running around and hiding, jumping out and surprising one another. And then at the end, disappearing because maybe their moms called them for dinner. Who knows? All right, that's kind of a fun one. Wow. The ending gets a little nuts, which makes it fun. All right, next on the program is Mozart, right? All right, so this is another arrangement, and this is from the opera Così fan tutti. And this is one of the most famous pieces in that opera. And I loved this arrangement because I love the words of the song that they sing. So I'm going to read them to you. It's very short. May the winds be gentle, may the waves be calm, and may every one of the elements respond warmly to your desire. And I think that's just a wonderful blessing, and the music so beautifully reflects that. And in the opera, the trio of people singing this are singing this to say goodbye to somebody that's sailing away. So in the piano parts, both of them, you'll hear water running underneath almost the entire time. Mozart was really brilliant at doing that type of thing. I joked about this last time we performed this program, and I'll do it again, because you all got to drink wine before, or beer. This is when we need one, right about at this point. The next piece on the program is a hefty number, but well worth it. Brahms's Haydn Variations, also known as his Saint Anthony Variations, named after a very famous chorale tune that serves as the theme of this whole long 20-minute piece. Not long, I shouldn't say that. Gosh, I'm making it sound arduous. Anyway, it's probably one of his most famous pieces that he wrote, and it's also done by orchestras. I would say it's actually performed mostly by orchestras, but this is the two-piano version because Johannes Brahms lived in a house with Clara Schumann, and my guess is they played this together quite often. Just, for entertainment, because they didn't have TV, right? Anyway, this set of variations is very interesting. It's neither of us have performed it before. It's an immense work. And what I think is so interesting is that the theme is a chorale tune. So it's very chorale-y, simple. But then Brahms takes us on this absolutely phenomenal journey through these variations that sound sometimes nothing like the theme. If you listen really carefully, you'll hear the thread that's in there, but it's kind of vague sometimes. So how many variations are there? 9 variations. I think there's 9 variations, so a theme and 9 variations. So hold on to your hats, and you'll know when it's done, because we're just going to stand up and party. I'm just going to say one more thing. I have a good friend that's a concert pianist in Europe, and when I told him we were doing this, he laughed, and he just said, "Better you than me."